Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Today I will to presenting my project about uh, power supply to others, and I will presenting uh, my project. Before, let me introducing myself. My name is Asim. I am from engineer electrical. I will presenting the result of my project, and I need to linger any longer. Just go ahead. My title project is for supply the system with the solar panel. Then division of a solar panel series, just like batteries, solar panel have two terminals, one positive and one negative. The way to assemble a series of solar panels is to connect the positive terminal and solar panel to the negative terminal of another solar panel. When you connect two or more solar panels like this, it's known as a PV short circuit. PV meaning photovoltaic advantage of using electricity with solar panels. Rejecting long-term electricity costs because it is undeniable that we use electricity for life. Then reducing dependence on electricity from the government, avoiding the impact of a blackout when conditions are urgent or when electricity is needed. Then next, we'll have a reduce global warming because the solar panel system reduces environmentally friendly energy that does not cause pollution. The following is a list of components for assembling a series of simple solar panels for household that are cheaper and more economical. 1. 5 GWP solar panel. 2. SCC or solar charge controller that 10 ampere. And number 3, battery or battery 12 volts 7 H H 4 500 inverter 500 watts inverter. And the next, connection cable and supporting equipment. Next, location determination. A good location for a solar panel to work properly is in an open area and directly facing the sun. You can find it in the middle of a field, in the middle of a raised field, or even in the middle of the ocean. But surely you won't do it, and indeed most people prefer to roof of the house as best location for solar panel. Equipment to be used during installation. The first component that must be present is a solar panel with the calculated amount, a solar charge, controlled to control the process of charging the electric charge from the solar panel to battery, and transfer the electric charge from the battery to a load such as a lamp. A large capacity battery to store electrical energy from solar for later user. An inverter capable of converting DC current from the battery to AC from home needs with the last technology capable of working optimally. That it is a picture of solar panel. This is have uh, a good solar panel. Next, if you plan to use the source of electric energy in one house, for example, a source from PLN as the main source of electricity and a source from solar panels as a backup, you can use an additional component, namely an exchange switch or also a DPDT or double for double two, which is a switch that can change two connection and on different contact that usually it's have on six terminal for one switch. But for those who want to be even more sophisticated, you can use the ETS or automatic stop start panel system, which is a control panel that allows you to change the power source you should use automatically when one of the four sources fails, as well as the other supporting components such as iron frames for mounting solar panels on the roof, electrical cable, and other auxiliary components such as bolts, screw, glue, and others. In addition to components, we also have to prepare tools that can help you work, such as a voltmeter or a multitester that multitester as a means of measuring electricity. The mean or plus a screwdriver. Sorry, it's pliers, cutting pliers, and etc. Hammers, hacksaw, meter, and grinder, and when needed to cut metal faster, and drill if needed to make holes faster, nib when needed, as well as other tools that can help work may be used cable connection on the solar charge controller. And this is a solar charge controller to control the input of solar panel to keep output solar panel that is processing in solar charge controller. Two power cables output from the solar panel are forwarded to the solar charge controller, which is then set to charge the battery, but then also load it to the inverter, because the electric current that will flow in the HUG or solar control charge controller battery and inverter is quite large. The cable just must be adjusted. The solar charge controller that we use is following solar power generation system in the solar charge of type. This capacity is 30 ampere. The charging current is a 40.6 ampere. It's about function of solar control and type of solar control we use. Or for example, the charge for voltage for basis batteries generally 30.5 volts and is needed to use what we need to need this solar control. The combination is probably shown in the scheme below. Connecting the battery is series and parallel. Because the battery is circuit use a series parallel circuit, so every two batteries will form 124 volt power with a total capacity of 160 hour. With this type of solar charge control as described above, Using a weight battery is not too much of a problem, it's just that you really have to be diligent, checking the battery water level at least once every 2 months. Battery storage should be stored in a closed place, for example in a cupboard. This is because the battery charging process will release battery water vapor, which has a pungent smell and is not good for health. And this is a battery or architecture that to use in the solar panel or saver electric. The inverter to charge DC is a current. The inverter in this series of solar power plant functions to convert the current generated by solar cell and batteries that are direct either DC into alternating current or AC, which is used in home installation. It should be noted an inverter is sometimes not suitable for certain types of electronic device. Preferably, the inverter is the pure sine wave type so that it is truly safe for all electronic equipment at home. Until recently, with this type of inverter, there were no problems for all electronic equipment. And this is a physical of inverter the use to gain the electric in DC to AC. Setting up the voltage connection in home installation when recommended that the installation of this LTS be combined with the source such as well electricity. This is intended so that the house's electricity supply will still be there if the LTS is experiencing problems. For example, the battery has run out or there is damage. In addition, the use of the other power sources can be a backup energy source for charging the battery so that the battery is maintained at a charge condition for more than 50% so that the battery remains in good condition. For charging the battery from the other power source or VIN, is really use a conventional charger. So panel, solar charge control battery inverter and a load or lamp. This conventional charge is set to automatically turn on every day before evening to check whether the battery capacity is full or not. Automatic setting can use a timer. What must be considered is that when the conventional charger is on, the battery and solar cell connections to the solar controller must be disconnected. This mechanism is done by installing an automatic switch or relay. For the easiest way to control the transfer of electricity sources, you can use an exchange switch because apart from being easy to install, it's also easy to get, very friendly to the public and cheap. And I hope this project can be released in next time. And I'm sorry to before if in say in my presentation is not good, is much of mistake. I'm so sorry about my presentation, and I hope is to be fine in the next for me and they give a benefit for me and for other. And the next, thank you for all And the last, thank you. Assalamualaikum.